Got a little bit of a fun memory to share with you. I think it's fun anyway. Recently, my mom passed away. Just to give you a little bit of backstory. So, me, my sister, and a couple other family members have been pillaging. We've been tearing her place apart, mainly to clean it and get it ready for inspection. She lived in an apartment, so. And going through the stuff, I found this really cool memory. This is a personal one of mine. Obviously, I wouldn't be showing you one of my siblings' memories, but this goes back to, well, this is postmarked March 3rd of 1987. That would put me about 5 days away from my 12th birthday. Now, in 1987, Freddy Krueger had become a rock and roll icon. Nightmare on Elm Street 3 came out, and that solidified him as the rock star horror villain. And at the time, he was my favorite. I'm still Jason Voorhees to the max. I am Team Jason all the way. But at the time, he was different. He was slick. He was rad. He had a cool weapon, and I was all about it. And like every other kid on my block, which there weren't that many, I wanted a sweater just like his. And it just so happened that I had a grandmother on the Cape. She lived down in Cape Cod. And she liked to knit things. So I sent along this letter in March of 87 in hopes that Christmas that my efforts would bear fruit. And I'm going to share that letter with you. But there's a nice little surprise at the end here. I write, Dear Nana, I would like you to knit a sweater for me. If you can't, call me and tell me. Tell me, woman. All right. If you will make it and send it to me, I would like it red and green, like the picture at the bottom. Make it size 16 to 18, okay? Thanks. Love, grandson, Christopher Call. This is how I would like the sweater. I drew a little picture. Now, mind you, in the first one, his sleeves were all red. But most of us didn't pay attention to that. I would have preferred to have done that. But this is what I came up with. And I think what happened down here is I was trying to draw the sweater in a couple places. And I screwed up, so I just made this scribble thing to make it look like it was artistic. Not very artistic at all. But, well, come on, I was 11. I was almost 12. Get over it. So, as the story would go, my mom got a phone call from my Nana and said, okay, so what are we talking about here? So my mom says, he's really into this Freddy Krueger kid, or guy, and he's got the sweater and all that. My grandmother thought Freddy Krueger was some kid from the neighborhood. But she made it. Oh my gosh, did she make it. Now, the picture I'm going to show you does not show the massiveness of this sweater. I'm going to pull it out here, and you're not going to be able to see it, so I'll try to input a screenshot of the picture. But let me tell you something. This is rolled up and tucked into my pants, and I don't know if you can see the bulge on the shoulders here. I don't know what my grandmother was thinking. She just kept knitting and knitting and knitting. No lie, the sleeves came down to my knees. They were that long. And this could have been a sweater dress. It came down to my knees as well. She made the width right. I mean, it fit me just fine there. But the neck was huge. The sleeves were wicked long. And the thing looked like a dress. But you know what? I wore the damn thing. See, it says Christopher and me. I'm going to assume that's supposed to be 87. My grandmother must have had the same kind of handwriting that I did. But hopefully I put it... Yeah, let me do this. I'll put a thing right here so you can see the actual picture in all of its glory. So there you go. There's I wanted a Freddy Krueger sweater, and I guess I kind of got one. I wore it on and off here and there. I did. I wore it to school. I wore it to anything I would have to dress up for. My parents would chagrin, but they couldn't say no because Nana made me the friggin' thing. When my grandmother actually passed away, my dad was a minister, just to give you a quick little before we sign off here. And he resided over my grandmother's, wasn't really a funeral. She got cremated and they buried her before we got to do anything by mistake. We just had like a celebration of life kind of thing going on. And he used this in this thing called your memory treasure box or something like that, you know. He made a little treasure box with different little memories, and it had some kind of biblical tie. I don't remember exactly, but this was actually used to celebrate my grandma's life as well as, you know, whatever was clever. So let me know down in the comments what you think. Go ahead and leave your feedback. Thumbs up, thumbs down. All feedback to me is positive. Don't forget to subscribe. I never asked that on my other channels, but I would really love to grow this channel to the moon and back. In fact, if this surpasses Atari Creep, I would be elated. I would absolutely love that. Again, I got more memories to share. I got more fun things coming up. The summer's coming up. We're going to be going to Disney, so I will be vlogging there as well. Guys, thank you always so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. I hope you're all doing well. Happy Monday. Until next time, take care, and bye-bye.